morning. Today is Thursday, May 26th. I'm Danielle Wiggins with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC YouTube page. Remember to like and subscribe. Well, we start with Hollie for a check of today's forecast because, Hollie, you're tracking some potential storms.
Yeah, that's right, Danielle, especially as we get into later. So cue the maps, and we see that potential into this evening and tonight. So just a heads up, dinner plans and things like that. And for a lot of you, this is kind of like a Friday, I feel, with Memorial Day weekend upon us. Speaking of Friday, more scattered showers, possible thunderstorms before things clear out on Saturday, just in the nick of time, right? And then that will give way to plentiful sunshine, especially as we get into the end of this Memorial Day weekend. And the heat is really something. So today's highs in the low 80 range. Will again be talking scattered showers and storms, especially later. And looking ahead to Friday, 70s, on and off shower chances, still the possibility of some rumbles in there. By Saturday, we clear, upper 60s, low 70s, a pleasant seasonal day before we really bring in the heat. So we'll be in the low 80s on Sunday, and the cookouts, the parades, the festivals, everything looks like it's going to be just perfect for Sunday and Memorial Day itself. And Danielle, we're talking close to 90 heading into next week.
Ooh, we are approaching summer. Thank you so much, Hollie. And we are learning new information about Salvador Ramos, the 18-year-old shooter who killed at least 19 students and 2 teachers at an elementary school in Texas. Multiple senior local and federal law enforcement officials tell NBC News that Robb Elementary School in Uvalde appears to have been the intended target and not a convenient target after Ramos crashed his pickup truck. But they say they don't know what his motive was. Ramos had 2 AR-15 style long rifles, one which they say he used in the shooting. Authorities say both guns were purchased legally after his 18th birthday. They also say Ramos appears to have had no adult prior criminal history. And in the wake of the Texas school shooting, President Joe Biden is calling for new gun reforms. The president made those comments yesterday at the White House before signing an executive order on policing. He says common sense gun reform may not prevent every tragedy, but he says certain reforms will have a significant impact without affecting the Second Amendment.
Second Amendment's not absolute. When it was passed, you couldn't own a cannon. You couldn't own certain kinds of weapons. It's just always been limitations. But guess what? These actions we've taken before, they saved lives, and they can do it again.
President Biden says he will travel to Texas in the near future to meet with the families of the victims. And today, crisis response canines are headed from Northeast Ohio to Texas to help relieve some of the grief and suffering in the wake of Tuesday's mass shooting. The dogs and their handlers will leave Cleveland early this morning and will be on the ground helping victims almost immediately. And in the wake of the shooting, Governor Mike DeWine is responding to criticism over a controversial new measure that takes effect in 2 weeks. The new law allows people to carry a concealed firearm without a permit. Those who can legally own a gun can also skip 8 hours of training and a background check. The governor's office is responding to concerns, saying in part, the changes made largely affects law-abiding citizens. It did not make any changes that would have provided more access to repeat violent offenders. Now to 3 local headlines this morning. Here are 3 things to know. First, a Cleveland woman who has been missing for nearly 4 days was found dead inside a house in the Slavic Village neighborhood. Police tell us the body was found in the 3600 block of East 54th Street. She's been identified as 25-year-old Anastasia Hamilton, who hadn't been seen since last Saturday. She was last seen on surveillance video taken inside the Terminal Tower parking garage. No cause of death has been released just yet. A Lake Catholic high school senior has learned his punishment after a swastika was seen on the leg of a lacrosse player during a game. The diocese investigation found the student with the symbol on the back of his leg was not the one who put it there. A senior student admitted to using eye black to draw on swastika on his own hand, then transferred the drawing onto 3 other players. The senior won't walk at graduation and won't get his diploma until he finishes community service. The entire lacrosse team is required to attend an educational program at the Maltz Museum of Jewish Heritage. The Ohio Supreme Court again rejected maps defining state house and Senate boundaries, but they still might be used anyway because a federal court has ruled that if the Republican-led committee in charge of the redistricting process doesn't draw more balanced maps soon, well, the state will have to use the rejected ones. Those maps will be used in a special August 2nd primary, which is still needed to pick state house and Senate races. And new this morning, Cleveland Starbucks employees at the West 6th location have joined other locations around the country in the push to unionize. The coffee shop joins another location in Columbus as the first unionized Starbucks stores in Ohio. And today, a new Cantina Taco locations, well, they open in Menor. The restaurant is known for its unique tacos, margaritas, and tequilas. So this will be the 4th location in Greater Cleveland found along Menor Avenue. So doors will open today at 11 a.m. and the first 100 guests in line will be awarded with a year of yum, which is 1 free taco every week for an entire year. They will also get a free Year of Yum limited edition t-shirt. And today, Cedar Point is kicking off its Frontier Festival at Frontier Town. The annual event is all about celebrating health and harvest. The festival is family friendly with food and drinks, and of course, lots of games for the kids. There is also plenty of live entertainment and craft vendors to shop from. Frontier Festival runs daily today through June 19th from 2 to 8 p.m. Okay, so check this out. Former Cavs star LeBron James, he made a special stop in the area yesterday. He swung by the I Promise School in Akron for the students' last day of school. Look at that. He took pictures with them and posted the pictures onto social media with the caption, "Love you all and have a fun and safe summer." Don't forget what we talked about. Yeah, so LeBron always giving back to his hometown. Well, thank you so much for taking time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and beyond. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Danielle Wiggins, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on Go starting at 4:30 a.m. Have a great day, everybody.